Thank you very much for coming on such short notes and for being with us at such hard times. I also want to appreciate our colleagues in the civil society movement for turning up and showing solidarity together with us at this hard time. Once again, we are facing the same situation we are in less than 2 years ago. And I'm going to read the official statement of Human Rights Awareness and Promotion Forum. I will also be able to answer questions at the end. The Executive Director of Human Rights Awareness and Promotion Forum is not with us right now, but will be joining us soon. It happened when he had traveled, but he tried his best to make sure that he can return in the shortest period possible. So I think before we conclude this, he would have arrived. So right now, I'm going to read the official statement of Human Rights Awareness and Promotion Forum. And it says, at about 3 a.m. in the morning, a group of unidentified individuals broke into the offices of Human Rights Awareness and Promotion Forum, badly injured the two guards that were on night duty. They accessed the office premises using the perimeter wall and disabled the power and security systems. They assaulted and incapacitated the security guard with iron bars and batons and accessed the offices. From the information available at the moment, it appears that nothing was stolen. The two security guards were critically injured and are currently hospitalized at St. Francis Hospital in Zambia. This is the second time Human Rights Awareness and Promotion Forum has suffered a similar attack. The first attack took place on 22nd of May 2016, where a security guard on duty, Mr. Emmanuel Alituha, was brutally murdered. This incident was investigated by the Uganda Police Force, who came to a conclusion that it was a random act of vandalism and burglary. No arrests were made despite our very best effort to cooperate and provide all the available information related to the incident, including CCTV camera footages of the assailants' faces. These attacks come against the background of narrowing civil society space, increasing incidents of breaking into the civil society organizations that have been taking place and non-satisfactorily investigated or resolved. Since 2012, there have been reported break-ins of numerous organizations working in the field of human rights advocacy. Organizations such as Uganda Land Alliance, Foundation for Human Rights Initiative, the Legal Aid Service Providers Network, Akina Mama wa Africa, and the Anti-Corruption Coalition, to mention but a few, have suffered similar break-ins in a similar fashion. And despite timely reports from the police and all concerned organizations, the investigations have not been satisfactorily concluded and no sufficient follow-up has been made. This is the latest in a series of attacks against civil society organizations, which, regardless of the motivation of the assailants, points to the increasing lack of protection provided to the human rights organizations in Uganda. Therefore, we call upon the police to investigate this and all previous similar incidents as thoroughly as possible and cause the prosecution of the persons involved. We also call upon government of the Republic of Uganda to provide the necessary protection to the human rights defenders in Uganda by responding decisively to such threats against civil society organizations and causing the investigation and prosecution of all persons involved in such incidents. We thank the development partners, implementing partners, friends, employees, and clients of the organization for standing with us through this difficult and trying moment. We also recognize the courageous acts and efforts of our two guards, Mr. Says Bwambale and Mr. Godfrey Okwi, who are currently battling with serious injuries they sustained during the attack. They displayed courageous acts and fought off the assailants to the extent that we were not able to cause as much damage as we anticipate that we would. We thank you all for the continued support in the struggle to take human rights to all.
The attack and continued attack of such organization is threatening our existence. And the fact that many of us, as you've heard, have faced this challenge and we've not had any conclusive investigation from the security, that is the Uganda police, to give us even a report, or if not a report, to at least apprehend one or two of these people who are doing this, leaves us very demoralized as a civil society organization. And moreover, the attack is increasing to the extent, those of us who came here in the morning, the situation was so scary. The staff themselves are traumatized. The first incident caused the death, the second incident has caused injury, and now the third incident, we don't know what it's going to cause. So when we have this kind of situation and we don't see a report, it leaves us very demoralized, or if we don't see any apprehension. And yet we've seen police acting in other incidents and finding culprits. The first incident had a very good footage. The culprits were easily recognizable, and you cannot say that they could hide from Uganda. So we really request the Uganda police to do much more than what they are doing to ensure protection of security of person and security of the property, and also to understand that civil society organization is part of Uganda and part of government. It's very important that we are protected. We'd like also to thank the security company for responding in time, because probably if they had not responded, we would have lost these two guys.
Max will just be a call to the investigating agencies in this country to please go and look out and get these thugs, and to stop what is going, because this has been happening for 3 years now, 3 years plus, breakings of civil society organizations. We need answers yesterday. I'm sure the police has the investigating tools to make sure that we get these people. And with our national ID program and the fingerprint data bank which they have, I'm sure they can get these culprits. So they call to the Uganda police, to the investigating agencies, please let us bring these culprits to book and let us put all these breakings cease, because at the end of the day we need law and order, security of persons in this country. Thank you very much.
As HRAPF, we remain concerned about the security of human rights defenders and civil society generally. During the first break-in, like you heard police say, it was a random act of vandalism. We hope they will not, it will not come to the same conclusion. Because as far as we are concerned, initially we had one security guard who lost his life. Nothing was taken from office as a result. This time round, we beef up security, as you can see. We had 2 guards with a dog. Initially there were 3, this time round there were about 6 or more. And still took nothing, despite the fact that they succeeded at entering. We have a feeling it's not an ordinary case of theft. But police, we think police has the mechanism to find out what exactly is going on. I would wish to thank the DPC of Kampala and her team. She responded so fast. She was here the entire morning with her team, and by the time they left, they assured us they had taken enough to begin with. We hope that the evidence they collected will yield some good results at the end. Otherwise, we get concerned, it gets tight on our part as human rights defenders. We thank you.
A trustee of the Human Rights Awareness and Promotional Forum. I want to thank you all very, very much, our partners, our friends, the media, for showing solidarity to HRAPF yet again. We are humbled by this show of solidarity. Sad as it may be, we are still humbled that you're with us. My message, 2 points. It's important that we join the dots, that this situation happening at HRAPF twice and to the broader civil society is something that speaks to the deterioration of the security situation in our country. Yes, in this country, that just taking a life of somebody means nothing. And that also says a lot about our leaders and those that are accountable. Does life mean anything to our leaders anymore? Sometimes you wonder the amount of money being put into amending this constitution of Uganda. Can't that money be put into the investigative capacity? Is it lack of political will? We have seen so many things happening here. If there's political will, things will happen. The constitution will be amended at the cost of billions of shillings of taxpayers. Errant officers will be arrested at the cost of billions of shillings. Opposition leaders will be arrested or even stopped at the cost of billions of shillings. What is so big about the police finding out what is happening with NGOs and theft? So those are questions we need to answer, but I think it's important that, ladies and gentlemen, we look at the broader picture. Join the dots, none of us is safe. HRAPF is almost like a fortress. We've done almost everything to secure ourselves and our premises, you know? So what about us, individuals, just there? What will happen to us and our security? So broader picture is important. There's an issue of security, but the issue of accountability. How many lives will be lost? What is going to happen tomorrow? How many lives will be lost for the police to come out with a concrete report on what is happening in this country, to the NGO theft? We need to crack that puzzle. I give it up to the G4S, our security company, and those security officers, Sezi and Okwi, who are in hospital right now. We stand in solidarity with their families. We lost Emma in 2016. We went and buried him. So Emma died in vain. Emma died in vain. And Emma is a Ugandan like any of us. Okwi and Sezi are Ugandans like any of us. What is so special about parliamentarians, about the constitutional amendment? We are all Ugandans. We deserve to be secure, and the state has a responsibility to protect us. So Ugandans, we need to wake up. We are all insecure. Thank you very much.
And I also chair the National Coalition for Human Rights Defenders in Uganda. What has happened here is a great incident, but not an isolated incident. And this talk about random vandalism and buggery is not impressive at all. There is a very consistent, systematic pattern in what is happening in the sector. And we are bothered and gravely concerned by sheer lack of progress on any of the reported cases that were brought to the attention of this country. Now, we have very disturbing questions. Who is attacking the sector? And what is the motivation? And why are the different security agencies in this country unable to crack this? We are getting to a point where we are suspicious that actually this is the work of the security agencies. We are suspicious because of the inability of the security agencies in this country to track down this. And again, when you hear stories, countless stories of when you see criminals actually saying we are responsible for murders around town and go home and sleep. This is terrible. I mean, where is the ability of the state to protect its citizens? It is the responsibility of the state to protect citizens and citizen organizations. And what we are witnessing is the inability of the state to do this. I'm surprised that the government is not concerned because its legitimacy is being challenged here. The inability of the state to protect its citizens is a serious matter and is a vote of no confidence in the government.
As a Ugandan, it concerns me. The voices of my colleagues, you've heard them, and I think members of the press, you have a responsibility to echo them. I hope the responsible security agencies in Uganda will listen. And all we demand from all the voices you've heard is a thorough investigation. As you see, there are trends of insecurities going on around the country. It worries every Ugandan, not only the NGOs, but every Ugandan. I think it's about time that such investigations are conclusive and we get answers. Because if you don't get answers, there will be questions. We still have questions from the last break-in that happened here. So we need the answers and a conclusive investigation. Thank you so much.
On 22nd May of 2016, that's less than 2 years ago, I was the first person to jump over the body of Emmanuel, standing right there, lying right there. That, I will never forget that moment in my life. The second moment was finding that there was a big flopper astride my chair where I sit in my office. When Emmanuel died, I promised myself at least that not another life is going to be lost here. And that's important because life is crucial. There's nothing that can bring back life. Protecting us. We put in place all these that you see, all these areas of security. I know there's no security that can be, but there's no, as a human being, as an organization, I don't think there's any more security we can do beyond what we had put in place. We came here, the DPC of Old Kampala was here, Mr. Kirumira. I actually remember telling him that actually you want to resolve this case, despite the fact that we're going to give you everything you need. This is simply politics. You simply just talk, but you're not going to resolve this case. We gave them fingerprint evidence, which was all over this place. We gave them blood samples because people had been cut by glass. We gave them CCTV footage, clearly showing all the faces. When they refused to take it, we released that footage through the media. We gave them everything they wanted to take. They took all the things they took. After pressing them and hiring a lawyer to build their case to give us answers, they told us that this was a mere robbery without any basis whatsoever. They didn't say anything. They didn't give us reasons why this was, why they concluded this was. So it was 1.5 pages of a report because we demanded a written report. Basically, the case wasn't investigated. They couldn't identify the fingerprints, the pictures, nothing. They couldn't even tell us how much they had tried. Now, we beefed up our security. We did what we could. Less than 2 years down the road, this is happening. Says and Godfrey, our colleagues and friends. Because for us here, we are all staff, basically, even if they belong to D4S, but when they are here, they belong to us. We are with them every single day. They almost died. I was checking on them on my way to hospital because for me, that's more important than even the organization. The fact that lives are being lost. To protect what? What is here that needs to be protected? What do they want that we can't give them? As in if you came and demanded for something, we would give it to you in open daylight. Now, I'm a lawyer. What I studied in law school was the law. When the last break-in happened and the murder here, we used the law. We sent lawyers. We engaged the police in a way that was legitimate, in a way that was lawful, whatever it means. This time around, I'm going to do what they call activism. I'm a human rights activist. And as a human rights activist, this place, which has over 25 staff, is no longer secure for people to continue operating from here. And neither is any place in Kololo or even State House secure because we don't know what the people breaking here actually do want. That means we can't move because even where we move, they will come for us until we know the answers on why they're attacking us. So effective Monday, today is Friday, so tomorrow we don't work. Effective Monday, we are going to shift our operations to Old Kampala Police Station from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day until the police tells us it's secure to come back here. Because without knowing who attacks us, who kills us, we can't stay in these premises. We can't stay anywhere else. I'm responsible for 25 lives. They are going to come here during daylight and attack us and kill us. We're not going to work in this place again until we have a full report of who is attacking us, because we all the evidence that we gave. Even a half-baked police force anywhere, which I don't think the Uganda police is, because they have resolved so many cases, would have resolved that last case. Without that case being resolved, we are not going to go back to any building to work from there. Or the Kampala police station is going to be our place. So, if you are going to join us, if you want to join us, we shall go out. We shall sit there. If they are going to break our bones and we die in prison, we are going to do that. Instead of dying here, rogues coming and killing us from here, we are going to die from the police station. So, that's my message. For Monday, we report here at 8. We shall report at 8 a.m. at Kampala police station. That's where we're going to work from, because that's where it's secure. That's where the guns are. That's where the cops can't break in. That's why we expect security if they can't guard us from where we are. Because we tried as individuals, as an organization, we tried to do our best to guard this place. What do they want us to make it? A battalion? What they want us to make it a garrison? Does this place have to become a garrison for us to be safe? We have to be safe in our own country. We are people with rights. We are human beings. We are also an organization that pays all its taxes. We demand, I'm not demanding investigations, I'm demanding a report. They have had 1.5 years. We want that report. It has to be there somewhere where they're telling us who does this and why they do it. It's the government. They have everything. They have all the guns at their disposal. They have a database where to identify fingerprints. We gave them all those things. This time around, we are not coming back here until we have answers. Thank you very much. It's not worth it. We are not going to lose another life. We are not going to have guards in the night. Let them come and take whatever they want. But we have a state. We are rights holders. They are duty bearers. They have to do their job. It's time they did their job. And statements are not going to help. We made statements. We made pledges. We demanded. Nothing was done. We requested, nothing was done. We invested a lot of money in the investigation. Nothing ever came out. Not anymore. Not anymore. They have to do their job. They have to do their job. So if the next dead body that's going to happen here is mine, I will die at the police station, if that's what it takes. No other life is going to be lost. No, not in this way. We are activists. We are human rights people. We do help other people. We serve the community. We do a lot to assist the government. And they cannot even think of respecting us, even think of investigating our cases, even think of giving us justice. No. No. That's it.